where's Ms. Shane? Come over here. She's responsible for getting you all here. She wrote this wonderful letter. Is your son in here? How are you? What's your name?
I'm Adam.
Anna, good to see you. So, Ms. Shane wrote a letter explaining how important this trip was, and we wanted to make sure we didn't cancel it. So, not only did things work out, but we figured we'd give you a little bonus.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, what grade is this? Right? Eighth grade.
Yep.
Okay. So, how long are you guys here?
Till Thursday.
Till Thursday.
No. Until tomorrow.
Till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, then you guys get. So you got a New York trip too.
Yeah.
What about the whole school thing?
My principal excuse us.
The whole what? So you guys are doing some educational stuff.
Yeah, we did research projects. Have been studying.
So they've been studying. Have you been doing a lot of studying about government here?
Yeah.
So you went over to Capitol Hill and all the monuments, all that good stuff?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys have any questions for me before we take our great picture? Yeah, I'll shake everybody's hand. Yes. What's your name?
I'm Linda Gertz.
What grade are you in?
I'm a math teacher and we're working on this, and I'd like to just say these kids are so intelligent, so bright, they have hearts of gold, they're motivated, they're driven. They are our future, but we can't cut the spending on their education.
I completely agree. And one of the debates that we're going to have over the next, not just the past 2 months, but over the next 6 months is, what do we spend our money on? What is, at the state level and the federal level, what are our highest priorities? And what I've said is that there's some things we can do without, some programs that may not work, that should be eliminated. Not everything that we do in government is perfect, but there's some things, making sure that we've got strong schools, making sure that we're investing in math and science, making sure that you guys are all going to be able to go to college and not take on huge amounts of debt. Those are things that are investments in our future, and so we've got to make sure that we continue to make those investments, and that's going to be a big battle. I mean, we're going to have some people who disagree with that because their basic attitude is that government generally is not something that is particularly important, and that a lot of this stuff should be happening at the local level. But the fact is here at the federal government, we probably supply about 70% of most funding for schools. We want to make sure that that money's well spent, but that we continue to make those investments. So.
And I'd like to ask you to make higher demands on teachers. I think their education and their professional development needs to be as funded as well.
We agree. And in fact, now are you guys, what part of Colorado are you guys from? Because there's been actually some good, interesting work being done in Colorado around school reform issues. And our attitude is schools should have more money, but we have to make sure that teachers are getting better professional development, that they have more time to think about what's the best way to prepare lesson plans. They evaluate in a way that's fair for the teachers, but also make sure that we're raising high standards. Now, all this stuff, by the way, it doesn't make any difference if you guys aren't working hard. So,
We just won the governor's award. That is one school in Colorado.
nice. Okay. Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Kari Bonry.
That's like Barack Obama. That's like a long way.
Maybe you'll be the next president, Kari. I've got two questions actually. What do you like best about being president?
Well, the best thing about being president is the fact that every once in a while, something that I've done, I know it's not easy. So I'll meet somebody who says, I've got health care, and before you passed your health care bill, I couldn't buy health care because it was just too expensive, and now I'm able to get it, and my family's covered, and it really gives me relief. And you feel good when you've got something like that done. The second best thing about being president is that my house is right next to my office. So I don't have commuting, and I end up, no matter how busy I am, I can still have dinner with my girls. And then I can come back down to the office if I have to. But that's a huge convenience for me instead of that extra half hour where you're driving back and forth. So that's all right. Last question. Go ahead.
I was wondering what was the hardest challenge you had to overcome out of all, becoming president?
To become president?
Or being.
Well, being president, the hardest thing is that, this is such a big country with so many different kinds of people, and everybody has different ideas. And so even if you have a pretty clear sense of what you want to do on the budget or on health care or on foreign policy, there's going to be, half the country may disagree with you. And trying to make sure that in a democracy, everybody's able to come to the table, express their opinions, and do that in a respectful way, that we're still able to solve problems. That's challenging because it'd be easier if I could just say, well, here's what I think is the best thing to do, and I could just do it. But I've got this thing called Congress, and they're elected to make sure that your opinions, when you vote for members of Congress, that their opinions are expressed. You've got the judiciary that says, well, we've got this Constitution, and this is how we should do things. And so all those different branches are part of what makes America special, because no one person ends up having too much power. Everybody has to figure out how to work together and sort through our differences. But sometimes in this kind of environment, where you have all these folks on the TV who are shouting at each other all the time, and sometimes the general public, because they're so busy, you guys may just not have time to follow every little piece of debate. It makes democracy move really slowly. And some of the challenges we have on energy or on education, on investing in research, those are things where we've got to compete with all these other countries. We've got to be able to move forward in a clear, effective way. So sometimes I get a little frustrated that the debates aren't more honest or as clear as I'd like. But overall, it's a pretty good job. And a really nice backyard. So, all right, I'm going to take a picture right now. You guys can walk on the grass. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think? We're all grumpy around here? Get off my lawn. All right. Okay. All right. Everybody smile. Say cheese.
Cheese.
Don't think I didn't notice some of the cool T-shirts you were wearing too. Very nice. Yeah. All right. I hope you guys have a great time while you're here. And I hope you have a great time in New York City. I hope that good weather follows you everywhere you go. And just remember that, as I can tell, you got wonderful teachers, you've got great parents, but ultimately you guys are now, Malia's around your age, and the First Lady and I tell her all the time, now you're getting to the point where you're really responsible for your future. Your parents or your teachers, they can't insist on you doing your best all the time. That's going to have to come from within you guys. But just seeing all of you have a pretty good sense of it. All right? Appreciate you guys.